Namaste to all of you. Welcome back to my channel. This is Anvi Prabhu with you. So, OpenAI's new voice-enabled chatbot is gaining a lot of attention for something outstandingly horrible, for lack of a better word. Now, the voice that they have used in their software is not just a likeness of the voice of actress Scarlett Johansson, but rather, if you listen to it, you actually wouldn't be able to find the difference. And Scarlett herself has said that even her closest friends were not able to find a difference between her voice and the voice used in the software. Now, the company is claiming that it is not an imitation, but rather the voice of another actress. But it is incredibly alarming and scary to think about what all of this means for creators, for artists, for creatives, and for society in general. Before we dive in further, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification icon so that you never miss another episode. So, to cut a long story short, the company approached Scarlett Johansson asking if they could use her voice for the software. She denied. They asked her again just 2 days before the launch of the software, and before she even had time to respond, the software was launched. And then she heard it, her friends heard it, and she approached her lawyers, and the lawyers have now made sure that it has been taken down. I distinctly remember watching her movie Her. I think it came out in 2013, 2014 around. And I remember worrying rather, about what all of this would mean for relationships in the future and for humanity in general, because it seemed like there was this huge bubble of loneliness and aloneness that we seem to inhabit in. And social media was supposed to be like a solution for all of that, and it's proving to be completely the opposite. Anyway, coming back to the story, what made the incident even more cryptic is that Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, also tweeted just a tweet saying her just a few days before the release. Creatively speaking, a lot of questions come to mind. Where exactly do ownership rights lie? Who owns ownership? How much of privacy and agency do we have over our own identity? What are the limits of privacy when we deal with things like AI? And what exactly is the future of all of this? How exactly did the company generate this, whether it is an imitation or not, generate this voice that was so eerily similar to Scarlett's voice and just publish it and as if like nobody would ever notice it? It's not long ago that we had this whole fiasco with Taylor Swift's photos going viral online, and a lot of other instances where influencers have had their faces cut out and put onto pornography videos. It's not one or two instances. If you search online, you have several examples of this happening to people, innocent people who have put up innocent posts, but these posts and their content have been used and reused as and when the person who is doing it wants to. And the thing is, it is our entire identity at stake here. It's our entire personality, our bodies, our intellectual properties at stake here. Now, these are not simple like cut and paste videos, but they are like such good quality AI videos that nobody would believe they are AI generated. So it's like literally like putting lives at stake here. When it comes to AI, I wonder what its privacy policy is. I wonder what are the limits to which it can encroach upon other people's properties, other people's identities. Because AI taking over people's jobs is one thing, is one discussion. But AI taking over entire identities and misusing them, reusing them, repurposing them is a completely different topic altogether. And also, what exactly does it mean for our safety as individuals? And more than anything, what exactly is the meaning of an individual in such a circumstance? Like, our entire identities are being taken over and wiped out. So there is no sense of individuality here. There's nothing left of us as individuals here. And it's true that some of you might argue that we have already had a lot of impersonators and comics imitating people and all of that. But I think a human imitating another human is different, because a human being has limits to how much you can impersonate and imitate and encroach upon another person's identity. But AI doing it is a completely different ballgame, because AI doesn't have limits. And AI is apparently so powerful that it will be the master and we're going to be the slaves in the future. As far as I know, there is no boundary within which AI operates. So we as people, even without us wanting or even without us intending to, We are becoming susceptible to what AI can do with us, with our identities, with our output, with our creativity, with our entire beings, in fact. And also, AI hardly takes a few seconds at max to generate a brilliant poem or a sonnet or a verse or a painting. I don't know if you've seen the Apple commercial. It is dystopian and scary to say the least, but let's have a look. I've always been one for technology. I have always been very appreciative of how much we as humans have achieved and the technical excellency that we have mastered and we have gained. But to take it to such an extent that what we create is going to subsume us and completely obliterate us is kind of counterproductive. And seeing what is happening in today's day and age, I don't think it is an idea anymore. So first it was like mechanical jobs, and then it was the creative jobs, and now it is our identities. What else is AI going to take over next? It was AI was supposed to help human beings by taking over jobs and doing jobs that humans didn't want to do, so that we humans had time to pursue other stuff, other intellectual or more meaningful stuff that we wanted to pursue. But what is happening here is like AI is literally, the way I see it, AI is literally taking over our reason for existing. So it's taking over our physical capacity, mental capacity, artistic capacity, intellectual capacities. What next? Is it going to take over like our breathing as well? Are we going to have an AI which is going to breathe for us? Humans have always questioned the meaning of life, but looking at what is happening, I'm not sure if it's going to lead us to question more and more and become more anxious, or if it is going to make us lose all sense of reason, all sense of, I don't know, coherence, even maybe. And I don't know where it's going to lead us to. Before we finish, I'd like to share something else that I recently heard of. It's called as the dead internet theory. I don't know if you've heard of it before. So it basically means that 80% of all the internet activity that we see now is all by bots. There's another report that says that by 2026, 90% of the internet will be controlled by AI. So we are kind of already seeing this. We have AI models, we have AI influencers. So I don't know in the future if it's just going to be an AI model commenting and liking a post of another AI model. Like they'll have a society of their own. Is that what it's going to be like? Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on AI and everything else that is happening around the conversation. Until next time, take care.